right, welcome to today's podcast. No real long monologue here. Just to thank you for being a part of the Jeep Fest festivities and stopping by the very hot Kids Zone at Imagination Station. If you hold an event in Northwest Ohio, you should reach out to the team at Thread Marketing. Why should I do that? Will they help me promote my event? What's it going to cost me? Well, I'm not saying they'll do all of that, but I'm saying whatever weather pixie dust Whitney and her team at Thread have, I cannot recall a Jeep Fest ever being sullied by weather. Now, it's been hot, but there's been no rain, no storms, nothing like that. Every Saturday, the big day of Jeep Fest has been hot, gorgeous, and beautiful. A lot like you and the people we'll have here in the studio in just a minute. So thanks for being a part of Kids Zone at Imagination Station for Toledo Jeep Fest. Also put KIXCON, KIXCON, on your calendar coming up on the 17th. So that's next weekend. Second annual KIXCON, going to be set up a little bit differently this year. They took a lot of feedback at Franklin Park Mall. So I think you can buy, sell, trade. Of course, Soul Status, a big part of KIXCON at Franklin Park Mall. Moose and his team there. And of course, if this makes any sense to you, you'll wear your best sneakers. Sorry, I don't call them tennis shoes. They'll always be sneakers to me. See you at KIXCON. Let's welcome in some beautiful people to the studio for a great show. What will arguably make it the most beautiful day in Toledo on August 24th. Not weather-wise, but otherwise. I want to welcome Wendy from Starbound into the studio. Hi, it's good to see you.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You have a really big fab glam event coming up. Before we get to that, what is Starbound?
Starbound is a modeling and acting agency and mother agency.
What does that mean for us lay people?
So if you're an actor, model, dancer, singer, songwriter, you would seek me out, and if you wanted to be in the industry, we would help you get into an industry of your choice by introducing you to agents, managers, casting directors, and the like.
Could you give me an example of maybe a young person or whatever age who has gone through Starbound here who might be of some note, whether it's locally in some performing regard or maybe at a larger level? Absolutely.
And you can also go to our website, starboundtalent.com, and it gives all of our success stories. Actually, we have to add some to that, but most of them are there. I would say Tanner Buchanan is a great one. He was on, or is on Cobra Kai, and he has another series also. Lizzie Broadway.
Yeah. Would she be the biggest one of note at this point in time?
Well, oh my gosh, she's blowing up.
Yeah.
She's on the Gen V.
We'll do it this way. The spinoff of the extremely popular show The Boys on Amazon.
That's it.
Yeah.
She's a spectacular actress. We also have Adrienne Palicki, which honestly she's also amazing. She's been on John Wick, the movie. She was on Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. She's on Orville right now with Seth MacFarlane. Funny series. We have a lot.
Excellent. A great doorway to get into that line of work. I know people might think it's Toledo, Northwest Ohio. We don't have a lot of those opportunities, but we do. As many people saw just over 6 weeks or so ago as we shot a big movie here.
Yes.
You have a big event coming up on August 24th. It's called the Lexus of Toledo Rock the Runway Fashion Show. It's a lot of words. It's going to be a great day. Tell me about it.
Well, we've done this show in Toledo many years ago. And we did it probably 6 different times out at the airport hangar. We've done it at the Seagate Center, and now we're at the Glass City Center. And it's rock concert meets fashion, but we also have dancing involved. It's a great party before and after, and people don't want to miss it. People that have seen it just couldn't believe that the show was from Toledo people. They thought we brought the show in from New York City, but we used Toledo talent, and we have about 60 people in our show.
If you're interested in getting tickets for this, they're $35, and you can take advantage of getting a really good deal on them by heading to QN055.com, slide under Sweet Deals, and you'll grab your tickets for the Toledo Rock the Runway Fashion Show. What about it feeling like New York? What was key in that to making that happen here in Toledo?
The choreography probably, and the talent that's on the runway. It just doesn't feel like something that happened from Toledo. That's what people say. I don't see it that way because we have such talented people here. I mean, my stars are from here and my models are from here. So to me, it just feels like, yeah, this is a Toledo show. But that is what people say that saw the show.
I bet a reasonable analogy would be like if you kidnap somebody, not that you would, and they didn't know where they were, and you dropped them in the art museum, they would think they were in some beautiful place in Europe.
Perfect.
But it's here in Northwest Ohio.
True.
August 24th, all kinds of models and so much more. It's kind of like the Victoria's Secret in some way as well.
Absolutely. That's a really good comparison. It is a rock concert, and modeling happens to happen during this rock concert, and singing and dancing. So, yeah, I guess it's a lot like that.
Excellent.
Sure.
Also, maybe best of all, benefits friends of Lucas County Children's Services, thanks to Ballast Buick GMC. If you'd like your tickets, grab them. A great deal at sweetdealsq1055.com. And one last thing, Wendy, if somebody is interested in getting involved in Starbound, is it different classes around the calendar, or is there one open time, or can people hop in at any time?
People can hop in at any time. It's not really set up like classes. We do have workshops in all those areas that I mentioned: modeling, dancing, acting, singing. But yeah, there's no time limit. You just come in, and if you're someone that we want to work with, and if you want to work with us, then we move forward.
And then in like a month or so, I'm a big Hollywood star, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it is 1 month. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but everyone's story is different.
Sure. Okay. Hi, Mari.
Hello.
Thanks for taking some time.
Of course.
You are one of the models in the show?
I am in the show.
So what is a mod? We have to try to translate this because we're all audio. This is not TikTok here. There's nothing filming this. Mm-hmm. What is your role as one of the models in the show?
My role as one of the models in the show is to make those clothes look very good. Mm-hmm. And know all of my placements, and also to help out my fellow models.
How long does it take to get prepared for one of these shows? I'm sure people like us who sit at home and watch these things and go, all they're doing is putting on clothes and walking, but it's far more complicated than that, right?
Yes, there's a lot of behind the scenes. We start mandatory rehearsals literally a month before the show, like right before, and we go and we do our fittings. If you're in multiple, you go to multiple boutiques, so it's kind of a huge process.
Who are some of those boutiques where you have grabbed some clothing from that'll be part of the fashion show?
Let's see, Vivian Kate in Perrysburg. Meg is also in Perrysburg. Let's see, Hip to the Groove.
Wendy, please feel free to hop in.
I was going to say, I think you're in 5 segments, actually. So she's in a lot of the, we call them segments, but we have Vivian Kate, Sophie Lustig, Meg. We have Francesca's, which is also in Perrysburg. We have Dillard's, which is out at Fallen Timbers. We have Hip to the Groove, like Mari mentioned, in Sylvania. And we have Zia's, which is a high-end, really fancy dress shop. Mm-hmm. We also, the Tickners will be doing a couple different segments. They have a tux segment and then their regular clothes. So, yeah, that's our people.
So we have these great places here. I don't necessarily have to take a trip all the way up to Somerset or elsewhere to find great fashion here in Northwest Ohio.
It's bizarre that you would even say that, because the amount of quality designers that we have in Toledo, it's crazy. It really, there is a lot. Like, you do not have to go anywhere but Perrysburg or the Toledo, Sylvania area.
Mari, what would you say and I can see what you're wearing now, but what would you say your day-to-day style is? What are you most comfortable in?
My day-to-day style would definitely be a nice pair of like ripped jeans, my Birkenstocks, and like a cute crop top. Mm-hmm. During the winter, some sweatpants, a hoodie. I'm always in a hoodie, even sometimes in the summer. Like, I was in a hoodie this morning, but I had some digitals to shoot, so I'm in a tank top today.
What are you most excited for to put on during the show, like as far as attire?
During the show, I don't know. The outfits are always so different, and I'm honestly most excited for the accessories. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get accessories.
Like what? Like
purses or bracelets and necklaces, and that's really fun and good to play with for posing as well on the runway. What is the physical nature of preparing for the show with? I mentioned, like, you don't just walk. Mm-hmm. What's it like to what are you taught? How is the show outlined so that the choreography of what you do as a model on stage, what's that like behind the scenes? I would say definitely eat healthy and don't chew gum.
No chewing gum and walking at the same time.
No.
What about as far as like the day of the show, when the show is happening, as far as the timing and everything? What's that like?
The timing is you need to be there hours prior. There's a huge dress rehearsal right beforehand. You need to have all of your clothes in your area by your name tag. You need to know where you are supposed to be before you have to go out for your next segment. You got to know the songs.
Is it quite frenetic? Like as soon as you walk back to where people can't see you, it's like scene change, get everything on, and then back in line?
Literally in a minute or less. A minute or less. And if you miss it, you miss it. Mm-hmm. So you got to get out there.
How old are you?
I am 23.
Where'd you go to high school at?
I went to high school at Cardinal Stritch.
Mm-hmm. And did you go to college at all?
No.
Okay.
I did not go to college.
And you just got back from New York, right?
Yes, I did.
What were you doing out there?
So in New York, I was auditioning with a lot of different agencies, meeting new managers, and doing some competitions. I actually did really well, and I've got a scholarship, so now
Congrats.
I'm going to be going to school.
What's the competitions, and what did you do well in?
So the competitions are like acting, singing, dancing. Me personally, I did an on-camera hosting, and I did monologues, screen tests, like commercials, things like that. And I did really well and placed in a lot of them. I also got fourth place for Female Actor of the Year.
Excellent.
So it's really exciting.
What would be your dream job or your dream role in the industry?
I want to be an actress for sure.
What kind of
number one? Like some horror movies or maybe some TV crime, like a cool detective or something like that.
Is that what you watch all the time now?
Yes. I'm currently binging Suits right now.
Excellent.
Which I didn't know was based in New York when I was there.
Yeah, and is actually super old as well. What would you tell someone who is a younger version of yourself, whether it's 14 or 18, and give them advice? Because I would say that you're a veteran in this line of work now. What would you suggest to them so that they could follow in your footsteps, or whether it's singing or something else?
Yes. If you are chasing after your dream, don't stop and stay confident. Always have that confidence in yourself because you're the only one that's going to get you there.
How can you keep your confidence? Because we're talking about something that can be very subjective. Like when you go somewhere to try out for something, you might think you're a shoo-in for it, but who's ever creating commercial TV show, they don't like the way your hair is parted or the way you wear your glasses. What do you do to keep your confidence up when, I guess it's in like a lot of like sales. Like salespeople get told no most of the time. Yes. And I'm sure in this line of work, it's similar. How do you keep your confidence up?
Yes, you take a lot of no's, but you keep your confidence by knowing exactly who you are and knowing that every part of you is beautiful. And if it's not fit for this part, that doesn't mean that there's not another part out there for you. You know, every story is different. Every timeline is different.
Is there someone in the line of work that you're pursuing that you look up to, that you kind of take cues from, that you'd like to model yourself after, you respect them in a great way?
Yes, Zendaya for sure. I love her. She does mainly acting, and like she's producing her own shows as well, which is extremely interesting. And she does modeling. She can sing, like all of the above.
Would you do Euphoria?
I would definitely do Euphoria.
How would your parents feel about that?
I don't know how they would feel, but I think that they would be extremely excited for me no matter what the show was.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Good to meet you, Mari.
Nice to meet you.
Do you have any socials that people can check out or should follow?
Yes. My Instagram is Mari Vix, and there is a dot between the X's.
Excellent.
So MARIVIX.X.
Good luck. Hopefully it's you can manage the frantic pace and get all the outfits on and get lots of extra accessories to play with on August 24th.
Thank you.
Wendy, anything else we want to wrap up with here? Starbound website, socials, anything that people should check out?
Yeah, you can look us up on our website, which is starboundtalent.com. We have an Instagram that you can look up. We have a TikTok that we're starting. It's all Starbound Models and Talent. And our show is August 24th. Like you said, it's such a great event. And think about when you come that you're going to stay long because we have a dance party afterwards. So they can dance with the models and just hang out.
Downtown, it might be the most beautiful day of downtown all year because that's also the day of the Toledo Pride festivities.
Yes.
So it will be a gorgeous, flamboyant, glamorous day downtown. Go ahead.
I was going to say some of our models are in the events during the day, and then they're running, which is great because it's downtown. So they're just hopping over to the Glass City Center to walk in the show.
Yeah. Last question. Anything coming up for the fall or winter with Starbound?
So we're preparing now our models and actors to go to IMTA, which is the event that Mari was talking about in New York City. We're going in January, so we are looking at new talent for that, and we'll be auditioning. They can call or email Starbound, and we would be happy to look at them and see if they qualify.